And a good evening, everybody, from the Holland Arena here in St. Paul. Welcome to Suburban East Conference Boys Hockey tonight on TJSportsOnline.net. Tonight, the Stillwater Ponies are being hosted by the Raiders of Cretin-Derham Hall. I'm Tom Merchant, voice of the Ponies and the Raiders throughout the season. This broadcast, a presentation again of TJ Broadcast Services. That's my company. The website is TJSportsOnline.net. This broadcast made possible in part by Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater.
Hi, I'm Adam Nyberg with Coldwell Banker Burnett. If you've ever been curious about a possible career in real estate, please contact me today. I'd love to talk with you.
And thanks to Adam Nyberg and, of course, Anita White in his office as well. Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty. And a broadcast also tonight brought to you by ASK, Attorneys at Law out in Eagan. Thank you, John Sagal. Also, Tommy Chicago's Pizzeria, Mendota Heights on Main Street. Thank you, Mike and Kate. Also, Dan McQuillan, serving up great food and fun for some 29 years at Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, Snelling and Randolph. J.R. Max, family-owned grill on West 7th in St. Paul. A broadcast tonight also brought to you by the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul, and also brought to you by Ray Hitchcock with the Donna Realty in St. Paul. Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Tom Merchant. The matchup here tonight featuring the Stillwater Ponies, winners of 6 in a row, and then they've stumbled on hard times. They've lost 4 of their last 5, and now 7-4 on the season, and lost their last time out to a very good White Bear Lake team. For the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders, they have had a very good season so far. They did hit a bump just before Christmas when they lost back-to-back games, both here at home against Wayzata and Edina. But 10 wins on the season, 2 losses. They do have a 1 tie, and that was with White Bear Lake. This is our pregame show from TJSportsOnline.net. Had a chance to visit with the 2 head coaches, both very good friends of mine. First of all, let's listen to Matt Dillman. And our Pony pregame show gets sent away here from the Highland Arena coaches section. Get reacquainted with this young man, Matt Dillman, head coach of the Ponies. Before we talk about this team, I want to get caught up on some of our graduates. First of all, where are the Cates playing right now?
The 2 Cates boys are both playing the USHL. Noah's in Omaha and Jackson's in Waterloo, and they're both going to Duluth next year together. So they'll both be entering their freshman year at the same time.
And the 2 Sagasaurs?
TJ is in Madison playing the USHL, and Simon is playing North American League in Janesville.
And Luke?
Luke Manning is playing in Des Moines in the USHL, and Matthew Stanton is playing for the Magicians right near Stillwater in North American League.
All right, that was my next question, Matt Stanton, because my coach at Augsburg is really interested in Matt. What about our 2 goaltenders? Where's Josh?
Josh is in Alaska playing in North American League, and Seth is in Wenatchee in the BC League.
All right, now we're caught up. Now let's talk about this team, and it's a young team with just the 4 or 5 seniors. You started out strong. I watched the overtime game against Benilde St. Mark, but what happened to the power outage after that?
We played some teams that, I think we should beat and, did what we were supposed to do. And then we ran into some teams that were big and strong and fast and old and experienced and good teams. And so when you face teams like that, the things that maybe we were getting away with early in the season, you're just not able to get away with it. And if you make those types of mistakes, it's going to end up in the back of your net. And we found that.
Well, I've taken a look at some of the stats. It's been a problem trying to generate offense. The shots on goal haven't been there.
You don't get shots in net, you're not going to score very many goals. So that's obviously been something that we've harped on, and something we'll continue to harp on. And we're not just given our experience, we're not going to make a lot of fancy tic-tac-toe plays, but we can play tough and competitive and aggressive and just keeping plays simple and getting pucks to the net and making sure we're crashing there hard.
Well, for this young team, this is the second half of the season. By now, they're juniors and seniors, at least experience-wise, so maybe it's time to turn the tide.
That was actually our conversation the last couple of days. We know we had to have patience with them. We know that obviously it's a different team than it's been the last couple of years. But at this point, we've we got to kind of figure out who can continue to improve and get better. And mistakes are going to happen, and that's okay, but we can't have the same guys making the same mistakes and expect a different result.
All right, final question. I noticed we got some changes on the coaching staff.
Yeah, we got a couple young kids this year that graduated from Stillwater that I coached early on. So John Peterson and Chad Smith, both added to the program this year. They've been a big part of Pony Pride in the summers and helping out with that and being acquainted with the kids. And Johnny coached a Bantam AA team last year, and so he knows some of these younger kids that have come up, and it's pretty neat for me personally to have those kids that I've coached that are now coaching and giving back to the game. And, when they played, they were the kind of kids that you just love to have on your team, right? Hardworking, great attitudes, leaders, and that's the kind of coaches they are now.
Does it make you feel any older?
I try not to think about it too much, to be honest with you. But, no, it doesn't, because I'm still younger than some of the other.
All right, whoops. My fumble fingers. Stop that interview, but there was only just a few seconds ready to go. I see the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders are back on the ice, and we're ready to get this one underway in just a bit. Our broadcast here this evening here on TJSportsOnline.net, brought to you by Coldwell Banker Realty. Are you looking to buy or sell a home here in the Twin City area? Contact Adam Nyberg, the branch vice president with Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. Have an experienced professional manager real estate needs today. Adam has been a trusted friend, guide, and leader in the real estate business since 1994. Call Adam Nyberg of Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty at 651-329-5514. Our broadcast here tonight also brought to you in part by DiCidia's fabulous Italian restaurant on West 7th. Probably the only place in the Twin Cities that serves better Italian food than Tom Ritchie. And also our broadcast here tonight brought to you by Salon Revé. Tammy, stylist at Salon Revé in White Bear Lake. Let's get the introductions.
At defense number 4, Cooper Wiley. At defense number 24, Parker Wiley.
Introductions for the Ponies.
Noah Tucci. And now for your Raiders. In goal, number 29, George McGuire. At wing number 9, Nick Davison. At wing number 14, Grayson Loach. At defense number 17, Will Pope. At defense number 19, Danny Magnuson. At center number 15, Matthew Gleason.
Again, the introductions, the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. Again, up front, Grayson Milage, Matthew Gleason, and Nick Davison. Defense, Danny Magnuson, and Will Pope, and George McGuire is in net. Now our national anthem. And from the Highland Arena, our national anthem. By the way, we had a chance to visit with Jimmy O'Neill prior to the game, and we'll hear that interview between the first and second period. The starting lineup again for Matt Doman and your Stillwater Ponies. Up front, Lucas Munson, Noah Tussey, the freshman, and Nelson Summery on defense, Cooper and Parker Wadley. And proud dad standing about 10 feet to my right. Jesse Brown in nets, one of our few seniors. 5-4 record, 2.49 goals against average. Save percentage of 91.7. Forward Jimmy O'Neill, Charlie Basco, the co-hand coaches. George McGuire is in net. George with a record of 7-1 on the season, 2.26 goals against average, save percentage of 89.9. On defense, Danny Magnuson and Will Pope, and up front, Grayson Meloche, Matthew Gleason, and Nick Davison. Coming into action tonight here in the Suburban East Conference, White Berwick with that win over the Ponies, now 6-2-1. And then Cretin-Derham Hall and Stillwater, so the battle for number 2, followed by Park Cottage Grove, Forest Lake, Eastridge, Moundsview, Woodbury, and Roseville. Jesse Brown defending the goal to our right, and Jordan McGuire defending the goal to our left. Ponies in the black, red and white, and the purple and gold for the Raiders, left to right. And off the face-off, controlled by the Ponies, and from center ice, played into the Raiders zone, and broken up and then carried on by the Ponies and put back behind the net by Nelson Summery. That may have claimed the glass, and that one is out of play. By the way, good news for the Ponies, as they won the junior varsity game by a score of 3-1. Teddy Sagasor backstopping the win there, and get you the goals, 3 different goals for the Ponies when I get a chance. Face up to the right of McGuire inside the Raiders zone, and off the draw again, one by Stillwater. There's a shot that is blocked. Puck in that high slot, swept away, and coming back is Matthew Gleason, their leading scorer into the offensive zone. Gleason against the far side boards, dumps it down low. There's Parker Water against the wall at the half boards, and it comes up top. There's a shot. Shot taken from the wing by Will Pope and deflected by Jesse Brown. That one is up over the glass, and that one is out of play. And the goal scorers, by the way, in the junior varsity game, Cade Springer, Andrew Eichten, and Noah Klavek got the goals. Teddy Sangasur got the win. And the JV with just 3 losses on the season right now. And off the draw, sent out to center ice. Second line for the Ponies, Luke Camp, sophomore. Ryan Roski, a sophomore. And Wyatt Wasco, a junior out there for the Ponies. And on defense, Logan Huber, the junior, and Ethan Darby, a junior. Puck against the near side boards. Light out there now for the Raiders. Joey Buckingham, senior. Zach Bridgers, junior. And Nolan Consemius, and a junior. Back into his own zone is Ethan Darby. Up along the near left wing and played out to center ice. Lead pass, and a little bit too far for Wyatt Wasco. Wyatt couldn't get to it. An icing call against the Stillwater Ponies. As we'll go back into the Pony zone. 15:54 to go here in the school in this first period. Suburban East Conference Hockey here on TJSportsOnline.net. We're featuring some 10 Stillwater games here this winter season, and we're also featuring 10 Cretin-Derham Hall games. Basketball, boys and girls basketball, and hockey. Ponies again on the win, on the face-up, and out to center ice. Andrew Eichten, junior. Joey Raleigh moved from defense up to center on that third line. Junior and Josh Long, the senior. Puck against the near side boards inside the Raiders zone, up along the left wing. And it's held in momentarily by the Ponies and Parker Wally. Pop free comes to the line. There's a blast that is blocked there by George McGuire. And the puck to the line. Again, a shot taken from the point by Parker. And that is steered away by George McGuire, the junior to goaltender. Back behind the net for the Raiders. That is Liam Ryan on defense along with Billy Hansa. Both are seniors. Back at center ice, and now dumped back into the offensive zone. Back forward is Shane. How do you pronounce that? Shane Bennick out there with Preston Thielman, third set of defensemen for the Raiders. And from center ice, there's one deflected up over the heating coils right above us. Don't knock the heat out. Got to keep us warm. This is a cold arena. This is the second time I've had a chance to broadcast from the Highland Arena. Face-off will come at center ice. And the line again is Summery, Tussey, and Munson. And off the face-up at center ice, coming back. You get Summery into the offensive zone. Poke checked away and out to neutralize. And played up the boards by Grayson Meloche. And he dumped it in from his own side of the red line. That'll be nice and call against Cretin-Derham Hall. The Raiders winners of 5 in a row this season. Their last win, actually 6 in a row. Beating Moundsview, St. Louis Park, Breck, Minneapolis, Eastridge, and Roseville. Face-off in the Raiders' zone, far face-off circle. Played up along the left wing boards and out to center ice. The near wing into the offensive zone, carried in by Nick Davison, sophomore winger. Back behind that, trying to get it out front. Is Matthew Gleason, comes up top, shot from the point, taken there by Danny Magnuson, junior defenseman. And Jesse Brown with the glove save. They don't keep shots and goal on the clock here. So we'll have to get the summary at the end of the period. Ponies next action there at Eastridge on Saturday. While the Raiders will be hosting Park Cottage Grove on the 13th. And off the draw, Ponies zone up along the left wing boards, hops to the stick of Munson. Raiders regroup back at their own blue line. There's Will Pope. Headman pass broken up at center ice. And controlled by Cooper Wiley. He's the sophomore, Parker the senior. Sent into the Raiders zone. And out to center ice. Coming back is Gleason. Matthew into the zone. Shot wide of the goal. Correction, that was Melange. 14-15 that took the shot. Back in the far corner of the Pony zone. Back behind the net. Trying to tie his man up is the defenseman Blake Denard. Sophomore defenseman out there with Alex Wells, freshman or junior defenseman for the Ponies. Third set of D. As Magnuson back behind his own net. Danny, the big defenseman, headman to the line. But not out. Now it's Polk Free to center ice. And coming back is Davison. 1-on-2. Shot on goal. Jesse with the save. Brown will hold on to get also. And a stoppage of play. I mentioned this broadcast tonight, courtesy of Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty. The Jidius on West 7th. Tommy Chicago's Pizzeria, on Main Street in Mendota Heights. Plums Restaurant on Snelling. GR Max on West 7th. Back out at center ice, also brought to you by Ray Hitchcock with the Dino Realty. Ed Hitchcock, the Hitchcock Law Office on the east side. It does all of my lawyer work. And the puck is sent into the Pony zone from the Raiders side of the red line. That's an icing call. And again, the face to the right of George McGuire. 7-1 record is win-loss. And off the face-up, puck comes free to center ice. Ethan Darby plays it up an open wing. And back into the Raiders zone. And CDH regroups. And there is Liam Ryan. Ryan, the senior defenseman, paired there with Billy Hansa. Sends it into the zone. First man back for the Ponies is Alex Wills, the junior defenseman. Against that back wall, we have a two-man tap. And a take it away by the Raiders. And Nolan Kanzimis, junior winger, plays it back to the point. It's held in by Hansa. Back behind the Pony net. And cleared by Alex Wells to the line and out to center. Driven right back in. And that's going to climb the glass. That's out of play. 12:42 to go in the scoreless first period from the Highland Arena. I'm Tom Washington. Tom Ritchie is on camera. And this broadcast on TJSportsOnline.net. Pass the word along. We've got a lot of broadcasts left for the Raiders and Stillwater. Right through, I think, March 1st. We've got a Stillwater Cretin-Derham Hall basketball game against Eden Prairie. Puck back down inside the Pony zone. Parker Wiley plays up the right wing and way too far. Trying that breakout pass as he was looking for, I believe it was Donner on that right wing. Or Adam Isley. And let's see, Matt didn't give me Adam's name when he gave me my lineups. Adam Isley, of course, Seth Isley. Goaltender extraordinaire for the Ponies. And you heard Matt talking about some of the young men that have graduated and playing junior hockey. Into the offensive zone, carried in by Joey Gimmerlin, can't read my own handwriting. Gimmerlin out there with Castro and Kramer. Raiders holding the offensive zone. Now cleared to the line and out to center ice. Back checking, broken up by Nico Castro, one of their seniors for the Raiders. Raiders back in their own zone, coming left to right on the breakout. Danny Magnuson from center sends it in. Tipped up along the glass, puck in the near corner. Taking his man out of the play is Logan Huber. Up out of that far wing, pass out front, shot, that's deflected. A one-timer from out front as Will Pope had a shot from about 20 feet out high in this line, and that was deflected by traffic, and that one is up here and out of play. By the way, I have to thank Paul, the arena manager. Paul and I go back. He also works at the Ed Songestan Rink on campus at Augsburg University. Thank you, Paul, and your staff for getting us set up on our broadcast here tonight. Off the face-up inside the Pony zone, and a one-timer. It's wide by Melange. Back in the near corner. There's Matthew Gleason. Gleason plays it back up top to the point. Hansa with a shot, and that's right on goal. And again, Jesse squeezes those pans together to hold on to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play. Jesse with a 5-4 record. His goals against average at about 2.49. 91.7 is save percentage. To the point, held in again by Hansa. Goes rink wide. Shot there by Liam Ryan, and that's steered away. Again up front in that high slot. Hansa puts it out front off the stick of Gleason. Matthew on his back end. Circles, gets the pick out of the corner. Gleason, top of the near face-off circle. He drops it down low, off into the corner. And it's broken up there by the Ponies and Joey Rowley. And up along the right wing. And played the line, but not out. The Raiders hold it in. Cleared right in front of the Pony bench. And again, CDH holding the offensive zone. We've hit the 11-minute mark of the school in this first period. Centering pass out front. Shot and a save by Jesse Brown. Beautiful centering pass. Billy Hansa cruising down that weak side wing. And he got on shot on goal. And Jesse Brown slid across the crease and made the save. And both teams taking advantage of the break and changing up personnel. Preston Thielman and Shane Remick are now the defense, but shot off the face-up by the Raiders. Again, Brown with a save. And the Ponies coming back to center ice. Noah Tussey, the freshman phenom, walks it into the zone and into that high slot. Poke checked away by the Raiders. Comes to the near side boards. And turned back by the Ponies. Raiders again regroup. They go left wing far side. And that's deflected up the boards. Intercepted. Ponies into the offensive zone. Centering pass from the weak side. Shot. Taken wide, high and wide by Nelson Summary. Raiders cleared to the line, but not out. This time the Ponies held in by Ethan Darby. Back the other way into the offensive zone. There's Joey Buckingham. In on goal. Shot. Point blank. And somehow Jesse went side paddle and deflected that one up over the net and off that glass. And there's one deflected up over the glass and on a play. The next broadcast will be next Wednesday. And we've got Stillwater and Cretin-Derham Hall girls basketball from the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse. We'll have that for you here on TJSportsOnline.net. And off the draw, Ponies win just outside their own blue line. And played out to center by Parker Wiley. Wiley goes near wing, and it's broken up on the forecheck there by Will Pope and sends it into the offensive zone. Ponies regroup back into their own zone. Back for the puck is Logan Huber up along the right wing boards and picked up by the Ponies. And again, Logan Huber. And let's see, Matthew McGinley out there. Matthew, football player, wide receiver. There's a shot wide. McGinley, senior. Evan Tomorrow, senior. And Spencer Scott, junior on this fourth line for head coach Matt Dillman. Now, what is this, fourth or fifth year? At the center ice on the carry. It's Spencer Scott in the offensive zone. Fires. And that is deflected wide by McGuire. Up top in the slot. Shot, save, rebound. Right in front of the net. A point-blank shot from up top. Taken by Logan Huber. And McGuire stopped both shots. Play is Wilson down with 9:12 to go here in a scoreless first period. And the game's going on tonight around the Metro. Champlin Park at Armstrong Cooper. Chaska at Bloomington Jefferson. Anoka at Centennial. Monview at Forest Lake. And Wayzata at Hill Murray. That game already in progress. Off the face-off inside the Raiders zone. And clear it out to center ice. Head-man pass. Here comes Gleason into the zone. Plays it on his wing. Far side for Meloche. Back in the far corner. Meloche takes the defenseman into the wall. A couple of bodies go down. Look like bowling pins down there. And another body goes down. In the near corner is Gleason. Just a sophomore. Matthew Gleason. He's a good one. Puck in the near corner inside the Stillwater zone. Four-man tap comes to the point. Hansa with his drive. Billy shot his way wide. From the point, held in by Liam Ryan. Centers it right out front. Right into the blue. And a kick save by Jesse Brown. But then the net comes loose back behind him. And we'll get a stab with 8:37 to go. So about halfway through this first period of hockey. Suburban East Conference hockey. Here on TJSportsOnline.net. By the way, if you want to watch this game in its entirety, we also feature an archive section. If you went to our website to click onto the game, click on the on-demand menu. And a lot of our broadcasts are there. You can watch the game in its entirety here in the next day or so. Play will sit down inside the Stillwater zone with exactly 8:30 to go here in the first period. Offside, I believe it was. And the face-up. Gleason will take the draw. Against Noah Tussey, and off the face-up out front. Bouncing puck off the stick of Nick Davison. Far face-off circle to the boards, far side, held in by Melange. Grayson has it poke checked away right in front of the Pawnee bench. And backhanded up the wall by Josh Long. Long, one of the 5 seniors for the Ponies. Sent down ice behind the Raiders. They're going to wave off icing. Stillwater back behind their own net. The right wing breakout pass. And a tied up there by Melange. It comes to the line. This time it's held in by Davison. Ponies having problems getting out of their own zone. Trying to clear the zone, and they do to the line. And it's held in. There's a shot from way up top at Jesse Brown with a save to hold on to get a whistle. Getting mad. I said, you are really making me work. They took the names off the back of the Stillwater Pony uniforms. The first 2 years I've been doing Pony hockey, there was names on the uniforms. So I had no problems calling names. Now it's just numbers. And, of course, these are the road uniforms, so they're red on black. Not easy to pick up the numbers. There's a tip attempt right out front. They score! Right out front, a tip right out in front. And it looks like Zach Bridges put it in. It was redirected like twice. Zach Bridges picking up the goal for Cretin-Derham home. Zach will pick up his 5th goal of the year. And the time of the goal will be at the 9:14 mark of this first period. And it is 1-0 in favor of Cretin-Derham home. Get the assist on the goal by Zach, junior center on that third line. And off the draw. 4th line out there now for Stillwater. Tomorrow, Scott and McGinley. And the breakout pass right wing into the zone is Buckingham. Joey snaps one off way wide and off into that far corner in the Pony zone. Tomorrow trying to clear the zone and cannot. And there's Zach Bridges on the forecheck to hold the offensive zone. And it looks like Nolan Gonzemius got the assist on that goal. Play at center ice. Stillwater right to left. Sand into the offensive zone. There by Cooper Waddy. He heads to the bench. Ponies on the forecheck. Puck at that half wall and back behind that. Preston Thielman going after it. Thielman in the near corner zone. And the sophomore defenseman Thielman goes out to center ice. And here comes Bridges. Sends it into the zone. Drop pass right out front. And a centering pass. And Brown got to it first before the winger, Joey Buckingham, got there. And so a whistle and a stoppage of play with 6:45 to go. And now in a 1-0 first period, the Raiders on top. Quiet crowd tonight. Good crowd, but very quiet. Even that goal, didn't hear a lot of noise from the Raider fans. A lot of the Stillwater fans are off to our right. Off the face-off to the left of Jesse Brown. And the face-off. There's Joey Gimberlin. There's a B in there. Puck out at center ice and kicked ahead by Hamza. And the Raiders send to the offensive zone. Ponies going back. Defensive pair. There's Cooper Waddy paired this time with Logan Huber. They change up deep pairs. Puck right out front. Brown takes a hit from right out front. Hit by Joey Gimberlin. And the puck out to center ice. Hamza at his own blue line. Goes right wing near side. Tipped into the zone. Gimberlin, Joey down the near side boards. The drop pass for Nick Castro, the senior winger. Up top to Hansa. Billy puts it out front. And all tied up in front of the net. There was Gimberlin. Cleared by Stillwater, not to center ice. Ryan and Hans out there on the defensive pair at center ice. With the puck is Logan Huber off the right wing boards. Front of the Raider bench at the blue line. And into the CDH zone. The Raiders regroup. Left wing breakout pass. And back into his own zone. With the puck is White Waska, junior. White, if I remember right, he played defense on the junior varsity last year. Back in the near corner in the Stillwater zone up along the boards. Wasco gets it out to center ice and driven down by Ryan Rushke into the Cretin-Derham Hall zone. Raiders left to right on the breakout pass. Bouncing puck from neutral into the zone. Here comes Joey Raleigh down the left wing. Raleigh centering pass deflected high in the air. Bouncing puck in the near face-off circle. And they go rink wide for Malone. Grayson, headman pass in the zone. Gleason. And back checking the Ponies break it up. Parker Waddy takes him into the boards. And he's pinned to the wall there as well by Alex Wells. Back in the Pony zone, trying to walk it out front. Here's Will Pope. And there's a shot, glove saved by Jesse Brown. And we've got 12 minutes going here in the first period. 1-0. Again, the goal for the Raiders. Zach Bridges, his fifth goal of the year, with an assist from Nolan Kanzemius. Gleason, Davison, and Malachat there for the Raiders. On defense, Will Pope and Danny Magnuson. And off the draw, Raiders win. Go up top to the point. Magnuson, Danny with a shot. And a save by Jesse as he slides across the crease to make the save. At their forward line for the Ponies, Ryan Roski, Lou Camp, and Wyatt Waska. And on defense, Darby and Huber. Raiders win that draw. They hold it in. Will Pope with a shot way wide. Off that far side boards, Munson, Lucas Munson stood up at the blue line. Comes free to center ice. And on the walk, here comes Noah Tussey. Sends it into the offensive zone. Tussey back behind the Raider net. Drops it off into the near corner at the half wall. Near side boards in the Raiders zone. They ring it around the far side, and for the point, it's held in momentarily by Blake Donar. And now the Raiders send it all the way down ice, and that will be an icing call. Stillwater and Cretin-Derham Hall hockey tonight here on TJSportsOnline.net. We mentioned we've got Stillwater and Cretin-Derham Hall girls basketball next Wednesday. And that basketball game, that'll be the fourth of 9 games we will be featuring for Cretin-Derham Hall. We'll have 2 more girls games and 3 more boys basketball games. I think we've got the 19th. We've got Cretin-Derham Hall and Woodbury in men's or boys basketball. Raiders with an opportunity again in the Pony zone and back behind the net. There's Nolan Kanzemius right out front. On goal, a tip. Right on the doorstep there by Joey Buckingham. Puck in the near corner Pony zone to the point. Hansen on the wing for Bridges. Zach with a shot. Brown with a save, and he'll hold on to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play. Now, Cretin-Derham Hall, we've got Cretin-Derham Hall and Stillwater girls basketball. The Raiders and Roseville girls basketball. And the Raiders and De La Salle girls basketball. Basketball, we've got Eden Prairie, De La Salle, and also Woodbury. Off the face-up inside the Stillwater zone and at the center ice. And it hops the stick of the defenseman down there, Preston Thielman, as the Raiders regroup back in their own zone. Played up along the left wing boards, but back checking to break that up was Evan Tomorrow. Puck comes to the line and carried out to center by Zach Bridges. 2-on-3. Bridges into the zone. He's rubbed out along the wall, but busting through that check. And then he's hit hard into the wall there on the far side by Matthew McGinley. Shot steered away by Jesse Brown. Off into that far corner. 3:20 to go in a 1-0 first period. Puck out of the corner. There's a shot from a bad angle. Taken there by Joey Buckingham. Wide of the goal. Puck against the near side boards in the Stillwater end. Comes free to the line. Held in by Thielman. Pressure with a shot way wide. From the far point. Shot taken there by Shane Bennick. And that was wide. Bennick again with a shot. And that time it's blocked. Coming back the other way. Spencer Scott into the zone. Spencer centering pass out front. Tip. And it is just wide. The tip attempt out front there by Evan Tomorrow. Ponies hold his own momentarily. And off the stick of Tomorrow. Evan in the corner. Up along the near side boards for Joey Raleigh. And puck in the high slot. Raiders zone and pop free to center ice. Going backward is Josh Long. Carried on by Cooper Wada. Cooper will send it in to the Raiders zone. And here come the purple and gold as they come left to right to center ice on the carries. Bridges again. Zach in on goal. Solo rush. Back behind the net. Drop pass. Back behind Jesse Brown. They put it out front and deflected right into the goal area and then cleared away. And out to center ice is Andrew Eichton. Sends it into the Raiders zone. Breakout pass. Bridges from skate to stick. It's a return pass. Drops it down low on the wing for Castro. Nick shot it taken away. And on the walk back the other way. Here comes Joey Raleigh into the zone. Long lead pass. A little bit too far for Josh Long. Puck in the near corner. Inside the Raiders zone. We've cleared the 2-minute mark of this 1-0 first period. Puck free to center ice. Logan Humer to drive it back into the offensive zone. And the Raiders regroup. Back for the puck is Will Pope, the senior defenseman. I think he's the only senior. They've got Ryan and Bennick, the other seniors on this Raider deep blue line crew. Ponies forward checking well and holding the offensive zone. Puck back behind George McGuire. And the Raiders up along the right wing boards and out to center. Put back into the offensive zone by Logan Huber. And in on the forecheck is Noah Tussey for the Ponies out to center ice. And the Stillwater Ponies have to get outside, back down the other way. In a goal. Shot goal by Matthew Gleason. Gleason with a steal at center ice. He walked in all alone. He hit a one-timer, went top shelf over the shoulder. Jesse Brown. And Matthew Gleason makes it a 2-0 hockey game. His 16th goal of the year. Matthew Gleason, the sophomore phenom. It is 2-0 in favor of the Raiders. That'll be an unassisted goal. And the time of the goal will be at 15:54. No, he stole the puck away from the defense, walked in and fired it from about 20 feet out.
Matthew Gleason, assisted by number 14, Grayson Roche at 6
And they're going to give an assist to Will Pope on that goal. Okay. So 2-0 Raiders. Under a minute to go here in the first period. There's a bad angle shot that Brown has to steer it away against the near side boards at the half wall, held in by Gleason. And again, a centering pass through that low slot. Comes free and out to center ice. Odds are trying to get everybody onside. He does and drives it back into the zone. Cooper Waddy, pass picked off. And a pass into the slot. There's Gleason again on his backhand. In a goal, take it down. And the referee, his arm came up about halfway. Then he pulled it back. I thought we were going to have a penalty. And under the corner, back behind Jesse Brown. And the defense gets double team. And finally, it's found free by Grayson Meloche. Meloche, his pass broken up, comes to the far side boards in the Pony zone. Parker Waddy feeds the wing near side for Alex Wells, and Wells sends it all the way down the ice, but that'll be an icing call against Stillwater with 1.2 seconds to go here in a now 2-0 first period here from Highland Arena. We talked about our Raider broadcast, our hockey broadcast. Our next boys game will be on Thursday, January 25th, Stillwater at Eden Prairie. Then Tuesday, February 17th, Stillwater at St. Thomas Academy. And we also have one more girls hockey game. There's the buzzer, and that is the end of a first period that finds the Raiders pot 2 here in the first period, leading by a score of 2-0. This broadcast courtesy of Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. If you're looking for a new career in real estate, contact Adam Nyberg, the branch vice president with Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Caldwell Banker agents know the value of personal relationships, especially when finding a home. Again, call Adam at 651-329-5514. And a scoring in that first period for the Raiders. Scoring at the 9:14 mark. Zach Bridges got his 5th of the year from Nolan Konzimis, and it was 1-0. And then at the 15:54 mark, Matthew Gleason is 16th of the year. And the assist went to Will Pope, the defenseman. And that's where we stand, 2-0. No penalties. A penalty-free first period. This broadcast also courtesy of Tommy Chicago's Pizzeria in Mendota Heights, your premier chef for authentic pizza from the Windy City. Tommy Chicago's based on their love of the hearty Chicago-style pizza. Their focus has always been on quality, with their pizzas made from scratch with only the freshest and highest quality ingredients and large selection of toppings. Order online for pickup or delivery. Call 651-209-7701. Tommy Chicago, just off 110, 730 Main Street in Mendota Heights. Proud supporters of Cretin-Derham Hall Athletics. Speaking of the Raiders, longtime head coach Jimmy O'Neill, co-head coach. I'm with Charlie Basco, head of Chalk, to talk with Jimmy before the hockey game.
And our pregame show continues here from the Highland Arena. Time and a chance to visit with head coach Jim O'Neill. He and I go back a long ways. And we're going to talk about the fortunes of this year's Raider team. Couple of losses. You hiccuped a couple times before Christmas here at home. But otherwise, you have your team on quite a roll.
Yeah, the kids have been playing consistently pretty well. We get good energy out of them. We've been able to score goals when we've needed them. We've played a pretty competitive schedule, and we have new goaltending, and they've both been very good. So that was probably the biggest question we had coming in. We had 4 returning defense, and they've been solid, but we're happy with the kids and realize it's a long season. We got quite a ways to go, and we still need to do a lot of improving.
Well, your forward lines, are you pretty well balanced or a little top-heavy in goals?
No, we're fairly balanced. We have 3 units that we think we can send out there that have a chance to score. So that's always a good thing. And Matthew Gleason's been our top scorer for the last 2 years. He's only a sophomore, so he's been a go-to guy. But the other groups have all contributed.
Talk a little bit about your opposition so far this season and who has proved to be the toughest.
Yeah, we started off with Eden Prairie, and they had a new group coming back, and but Edina is probably the class of the teams we've played thus far. White Bears, a very good team, solid defensively. We tied them. We got them coming up again next week, but they've been very good. And Wayzata, we lost a tight one in overtime. But otherwise, everybody's been good. We've played a lot of good teams. But we do have a number of real quality teams coming up in the next couple weeks.
Well, this year's Stillwater team, not quite the Stillwater of old.
Well, they gave us a lesson last year, I'll tell you that. They hammered us down there at the end of the year. They were clicking on all cylinders, and I know they had a big group of seniors, very talented, very good hockey players. And I know they got young kids that are very skilled, and they skate well. We got out to see them a couple times, and they're going to be a tough team to contend because of their speed.
All right, Jimmy, you and Charlie, your program, what's the JV look like?
They've been about 500 this year, so they've got some young kids on this group, but they've struggled to score a little bit. But I always say, if you have JV kids that are scoring tons of goals, they're probably going to be on the varsity pretty quick. So scoring goals has been probably their biggest issue.
All right, Jim, again, nice to visit with you. Nice to see you again, and best of luck.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Jim O'Neill, our special guest, as our pregame show continues from Highland Arena on TJSportsOnline.net. And we welcome you back, and I apologize. It is the Charles Schultz Arena. Charles Schultz Arena, the cartoonist, right? Peanuts, yeah, the creator of Peanuts. Remember all the Peanuts characters and statues all around the capital city? Anyway, the Charles Schultz Arena. And I apologize. Calling it the Highland Arena. I guess that's their second name. Our broadcast courtesy of Ask LLP. Attorneys at law. They were formed over 30 years ago with one goal: to provide a stellar work product at the best and most flexible rate possible. Ask LLP attorneys work on large, complex bankruptcies, restructurings, and avoidance action portfolios. They have the experience to handle all aspects of a bankruptcy case. Ask attorneys. Depth of experience means the firm is ideally positioned to assist clients with matters relating to its core practice areas. And for more information or directions, you can visit their website, askllp.com, or call them at 651-406-9665. 665. And thanks to John Siegel, who is also the assistant girls basketball coach at Cretin-Derham Hall. Other games going on tonight, I think I left it off with Wayzata and Hill Murray. Wayzata leading the Pioneers 1-0 at Aldrich. That's the first period score. Lakeville South at Holy Family at the Victoria Recreation Center. We did a Pony Holy Family game there last year. Holy Angels at Hopkins. Blaine is at Minnetonka. Minnetonka leading Blaine 5-1 at the Pagel Activity Center. First period score. Coon Rapids and Osseo 1-0 Orioles. Second period at the Bra Arena. Cambridge and Sandy Rogers scoreless in the first period. St. Francis and STMA. And that game is scoreless at the STMA Arena. I understand they're building a new arena up there in St. Michael for the hockey program. St. Thomas Academy putting a hurt on Hastings. The Cadets leading Hastings by a score of 5-0. That is a second period score. Irondale and Totena Grace up at the Brooklyn Park Community Center. Logan, Lacrosse, Logan Central, and Lacrosse. That game was postponed because of the weather. And Maple Grove and Andover at the Andover Community Center. That is scoreless in the first period. Here it is 2-0. The Stillwater Ponies win the JV game by a score of 3-1. A broadcast here this evening
a presentation of Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty. Also brought to you by Tammy at Salon Reveille, hairstylist in White Bear Lake. She did the latest patch job on Tom Ritchie. No, she did a nice job considering the guy she had to work on. Well, thank you, Tammy. Helping us out on our broadcast. By the way, if you'd like to become a part of our broadcast schedule again, 10 Cretin-Derham Hall games, 10 Stillwater games, contact Tom Ritchie at Ritchie Media Group. Check out his website, and you can become a part of our broadcast package here on tjsportsonline.net. Don't forget, this game will be archived in the next 24 hours or so, and go to the main page for tjsportsonline.net. Go to Blue Frame, click on the on-demand menu, and you can see a number of games that we broadcast over the last few weeks, couple months. TJ Broadcast Services, the voice of Augsburg University men's and women's sports. In fact, we've got Augsburg and Hamlin women's hockey tomorrow from the Trio Rink, downtown St. Paul. Then on Saturday, we've got Augsburg men's and women's basketball, St. John's and St. Ben's. We also have Augsburg hockey, Augsburg men against the number 2 team in the country, Stevens Point, Friday night. And then Saturday night, they host UW Stat. Another client of TJ Broadcast Services is St. Catherine University. Lost a tough one on the road in basketball last night to St. Ben's. We also feature the University of Minnesota women's hockey team with longtime voice of the Gophers, Dan Hammond. And they've got a series with Vermont coming up this weekend. They beat St. Cloud State earlier this week. And again, our other 2 clients at the high school level, Cretin-Derham Hall and Stillwater. For Tom Ritchie, I'm Tom Ritchie, Tom 1, Tom 2 from the Charles Schultz Arena here off of Snelling and Montreal. We'll be back with the second period in just a few minutes. Again, both teams coming back on the ice. By the way, other hockey tonight, the Stillwater Pony girls are at the Braemar Arena taking on the number 1 team, or at least one of the top teams in the state, the Edina Hornets. We featured Stillwater, the girls, against Forest Lake here the other night, and the Ponies lost to the Rangers, the defending Section 7 champions, by a score of 4-0. Basketball on Tuesday. So the Ponies split, the boys lost, and the girls won. We'll take a look at the schedules of both Cretin-Derham Hall and Stillwater between the second and the third period. Take a look at their calendar of upcoming events. And it'll be George McGuire defending the goal to our right, and Jesse Brown defending the goal to our left. We didn't exactly get a lot of information from our PA announcer in terms of the scoring in the first period, like a recap or shots on goal or anything like that. Oh, well. Noah Tessie to take the draw for the Ponies, and Matthew Gleason for the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. Raiders back in their own zone, and out the center ice, Gleason's pass, and walked into the offensive zone by Nick Davison. Davison taken hard on the boards by Cooper Waddy. Back behind the Pony net, out of the near corner. Centering pass. That's steered away by Brown. Puck in the near corner again. In the Pony zone, Raiders doing a good job on the forecheck. The line there of Davison, Gleason, and Meloche up along the boards of the line. And momentarily held in by Danny Magnuson. He'll dump it into that far corner.
Ponies ring around the near side boards and play the line and out to center ice. Coming back for the Ponies is Noah Tussie. Tussie into the offensive zone at the half wall. Tussie sends it down low for Lucas Munson back behind that. Munson gets double teamed and lost. There's Nelson Summery. Summery has the defenseman draped on him, Will Pope. And back for the puck is Danny Magnuson behind his zone. The big defenseman up along the left wing board for Melange. Grayson, head man pass coming back into the zone is Davison. Nick Davison down that right wing. Davison taking harder than that. Back all but holds onto the puck. Puts it out front. Shot a one-timer. And that is deflected up over the net. That shot taken by Zach Bridges, who has a goal. Puck from the blue line. It's sailed in again by the Raiders. There's a shot on goal. Glove saved by Brown. Shot taken off that wing by Liam Ryan, defenseman, paired out there with Billy Hansa. Both teams are changing with 15:41 to go now in a second period. Bridges with Buckingham and Kazemius out there. And for the Ponies is Luke Camp, Ryan Roski, and Wyatt Waska. Puck in the far corner. Raiders have controlled the first minute and a half of this period. There's a shot from the point that was deflected on the way in. And Brown went down in the V, and it skittered underneath him. A shot from the point. And the Raiders now lead by a score of 3-0. Time to goal will be 1:33. And it may have been Billy Hansa who took the initial shot from the point. We'll have to wait and see who gets the goal. If it is indeed Billy Hansa's goal, that would be his first goal of the year. And the Raiders now with a 3-0 lead. And off the face-up, won by the Raiders once again. Played up the wing by Thielman. Pressure Thielman into the zone. Bridges' shot. That hits traffic. Far side boards. Clear the line and out to center ice. Poked down into the Raiders zone. Down that wall. Carried in there by Joe Raleigh. Here's the goal. It is Hansa, his first of the year. Zach Bridges and Joey Buckingham getting the assist on that goal. So 3-0 Raiders. Billy Hansa, the senior defenseman, his first of the year. Ponies with a puck in the offensive zone, cleared away to the line. And out to center ice, here comes Michael Kramer. Kramer into the offensive zone. Down the near side boards, put into the slot, taken away by the Ponies. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Long lead pass, too far. Turned back there by Shane Bennick. And Bennick sends it up the left wing inside the Stillwater zone. Parker Water, the senior defenseman, up along the boards to the line and out to center ice. Ponies coming back 2-on-1 into the zone. Shot by Joe Ronley, and that's wide. And a deep rebound all the way out to center ice. Bridges goes rink wide far side for Castro. Castro has a poke checked away and cleared by Stillwater now into center ice. Danny Magnuson back for the Raiders. Ponies are changing. Magnuson right in front of his zone net. Shadowed on the forecheck there by the Ponies and Matthew McGinley. And from center ice, Gleason's pass. It's broken up on the back check there by Spencer Scott. Scott at the Raider blue line. There's Gleason again. Boy, he's good. Matthew Gleason into the offensive zone. Sets up top of the circle. Goes rink wide near side from Magnuson. Magnuson walks it down the wall. Puts it out front. Hits bodies. And a deflected shot just wanted to go. And puck off in that far corner. Inside the Stillwater zone. Play down low in the corner. And sent out front by Melange. Grayson Melange. And that was deflected on goal. And again, Jesse Brown had to come up to hold on to get a whistle. And a Savage are playing. Here at 3-0 Raiders. JV went 3-1 in favor of Stillwater. JV with just 3 losses on the season. The varsity with 4 losses so far. And off the draw, Pony zone. Raiders with a win on the face-up. Shot on goal. Brown with a save back behind that. Puck in the near corner. And sent into the slot. And it's broken up on the Ponies. Cleared the line, but not out. It's held in. Here comes Gleason again. Trying to drag it through the defense. And the Ponies to poke check it away. Carried on by Lucas Munson. Munson out to center ice. On the stick of Noah Tussie into the zone with Munson. Shot, save, rebound. And there is Munson right out front. And then he's ridden off the puck. And the puck off into the near corner inside the Raiders zone and cleared down ice. And going back for Blake Donner, it'll be an icing call against Cretin-Derham Hall. Mentioned Noah Tussie, the freshman. He's already committed to play at the University of Minnesota. I'm not sure if I agree with that, committing to a college 4 years in advance, but I heard he
Plans to go play for Don Lucia or wherever the coach might be at that time. Off the face-off inside the Raider zone. It's going to climb the glass up and out of play. They go for a man have been struggling. Winning and drawing people at Mariucci Arena. Game against St. Cloud State the other night only had about 6,000 folks. Face off to the left, McGuire. And on the draw, there's Ryan Roski. Roski in the corner, take it away. And cleared by Billy Hans up along the right wing boards. Ponies holding in momentarily at the half wall far side, bouncing puck. We got a hand pass. And we have our first penalty to be handed out. And it'll be a penalty against Parker Wiley. Our first penalty of the hockey game going against Stillwater. Time of the penalty will be at the 4:24 mark of the second period. And so Cretin-Derham Hall will be on the power play. They have 12 power play goals so far on the season. Stillwater, no shorthanded goals. Here's quite a disparity from the last couple of years when the specialty teams for Stillwater were so potent, power play and shorthanded. So Parker Wiley in the penalty box for Stillwater. And the Raiders hold the zone. Puck back behind that, off the stick of Melange. Puck in the near corner. Pony clear it out of the zone and all the way down the ice.
Minor penalty has been assessed on the Ponies. Number 24, Parker Riley, for elbow.
And an elbowing called against Parker. And from center ice, sand into the offensive zone by Nick Davison. Turned back by the Ponies and sand again down the ice. Penalty killer. Let's see what Coach D has out there. Penalty killers out there for the Ponies. Include, let's see, Noah Tussey. Tussey out there on penalty kill. There's the other forward out there. There's Ethan Darby. Yeah, and red on black, a little tough to pick up the numbers. Zach Bridges, and he splits the double team and lost the puck, but there's Gleason to hold the offensive zone. Gleason, and he plays it back to the point, gets a return pass, does a 180, comes out front. Gleason, top of the circle, goes up top for Magnuson. Magnuson down in the corner, far side for Joey Gimberlin. Gimberlin tries to put it out front into the slot. Up top for Magnuson. Danny snaps one off. Glove save by Brown. He'll hold out to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. 41 seconds to go in the penalty to Parker. 11:16 to go in a 3-0 first period. The Raiders home to Park Cottage Grove on Saturday. Stillwater will be on the road at Eastreach at the Park Cottage Grove Arena. And off the face-off, Raiders control the offensive zone once again, held in by Liam Ryan. And a centering pass out front. Again, Brown had to be quick. And Johnny on the spot to cover up before that would be deflected in. Yeah, and UNRich Sheriff coming here tonight. Tom Rich and boys belong to Virginia University. Tom Ritchie and camera. And off the draw, one by the Ponies, and they clear it all the way down the ice. Raiders, if they hurry, have time for one more rush. Liam Ryan, senior defenseman, plays it ahead for Zach Bridges. Bridges turned back at center ice, and again, Ryan has to go back into his own zone. He's paired there with Will Pope by the second power play in him. Headman passes center, broken up at the line. The Ponies and Logan Huber into the Raiders zone right out front. In on goal, they cough it up, the Raiders do, as McGuire goes down. Ponies had a chance on the doorstep. Could have been a short-handed goal. A tip out front there by Noah Tussey. Tussey into the slot, double teamed, and he is checked and goes down. And the puck off into that far corner, and there's going to be a penalty against Cretin-Derham Hall. Noah Tussey got hammered. And I don't think he had the puck, so that'll be an interference call. And indeed, like Nico Castro will be going off. Nico, the 2-minute minor. And so still want to go on the power play. They do have 8 power play goals so far this season. Power play in it. There's Tussey, Spencer Scott. Joe Riley playing one of the points. Cooper Riley playing the other point. Here, Joe Riley from the point, near side. Joe plays it down low in the corner for Tussey. Tussey does a 180. Goes up the wall for Riley. They crisscross. Riley to Tessie. Goes high slot for Cooper. Back on the wing near side for Noah Tessie. And could not quite pick up the call from the public address, and that's a short-handed. Here comes Gleason back into the zone. Gleason, and he fans on one as he tried to snap it off, and it went off the heel of a stick. Ponies back in their own zone with the power play, trying to get something up on the board, down 3-0 on the walk. Tessie into the offensive zone, in the slot. He fires, and McGuire screams those pads together to make the save and holds on. A little pushing and shoving after the whistle. Yeah, Luke Camp got bounced around a little bit. Luke's not that big. And he got double teamed by a couple of big defensemen. Face off to the left of George McGuire. Head coach Jimmy O'Neill talking about his goaltending situation. He has Logan Beast, a freshman, and correction, no, that's the Stillwater backup goaltender. The other goaltender is Tommy Kavanaugh for the Raiders. Tommy 3-1-1 on the season. Play whistle down in the Stillwater zone with 1:01 to go in the Pony power play. And they'll face it off to the left of Brown. Lucas Munson will take the draw against Robbie Klein. In the draw, Ponies back behind their own net. Logan Huber back to his defensive partner, Ethan Darby. Up the right wing and out to center ice. Back checking. It's broken up there by Grayson Meloche inside the Raiders zone. And after the puck in the corner is Klein. And played up along the boards from the point. It's sailed in by the Ponies and Logan Huber. Out of the corners. They overload that far side. They try to come up front. Tip. Saved by McGuire. Rebound off into that far corner. And after the puck is White Wasco up top for Logan Huber with a shot that is blocked at the half wall far side. Again, Wasco with a blast. Saved by McGuire. Correction, Logan Huber with that shot from up in that high slot. And McGuire with another good save. 18 seconds to go in the Stillwater power play. 8:37 to go in a 3-0 second period. Well, the Ponies, let's see. Defense is Donar and Alex Mills. And with the puck is White, Wasco rings it around the far side boards at the half wall down into the corner. Broken up by the Raiders. They split the defense. Cleared, but nada. Ponies hold it in. Scramble in front of that. Wraparound attempt. Oh, what a save by McGuire. Here's a blast from the top of the circle, and that is wide. Wasco again in the corner, far side. And on the stick there, Ryan Roski. It comes out front. Both teams now at full strength. As the Raiders kill off that penalty. As the Ponies cannot hold the offensive zone. Coming back the other way, Zach Bridges. 2-on-1 on the wing. Shot saved by Brown. And a shot taken there by Nolan Kanzamius. And the puck out to center ice. Preston Thielman back for the Raiders. Ponies changing. Puck loose at center ice. Picked up by the Ponies, then intercepted. Bridges gets away from one man into the zone. Feeds it into the slot, but back checking. Broken up by the Ponies and Andrew Eichten. And sent back down the ice. Thielman back at his own zone for the Raiders. Up along the near side boards, Kanzamius sends it away and all the way down the ice. And that will be an icing call against Cretin-Derham Hall. This game here on TJ Sports Online.net. Brought to you in part by Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty. Call Adam at 651-329-5514. Call Anita White, too, at 651-392-5481. And tossed out the face-off circle there with Joey Raleigh, and Josh Long will take the draw inside the Raiders zone, cleared out to center ice. Parker Wadley back into his own zone. Wadley and out to neutral ice. And there is Matthew Gleason, goes rink wide for Meloche into the offensive zone. First person back is Alex Wells for the Ponies up along the left wing. Take it away, Gleason in the slot, gets double teamed and lost it momentarily. Somebody lost his stick. Puck comes free to center ice. Raiders get onside. Magnuson will send again into the Stillwater zone. 10 minutes gone in the second period. 3-0 Cretin-Derham Hall. Stillwater again bottle up in their own end. Cleared the line by Josh Long and out to center ice. Coming back for the Ponies into the offensive zone. Sent in the offensive zone by Adam Isley. Isley playing every other shift on that line with Josh Long.
And play is whistled down. Faceoff will come where? Outside the Raider zone at the blue line right down in front of us. Tomorrow, McGinley and Spencer Scott out there for the Ponies. And Spencer Scott in on the forecheck. Jumping in is Evan Tomorrow. Puck comes free to the far side boards. Picked up and cleared to the line, but not out. And retreating is Hansa. Billy gets it out to center ice. A race for the puck. Stillwater in their own zone, trying to regroup. Taken away out front. And a centering pass by Michael Kramer. And it went just wide. Kramer had an opportunity there. Ponies back the other way, 3-on-2. Into the offensive zone. Overskated there by Evan Tomorrow. And the puck back behind the Raider net. Puck off in the corner. Near side. As Gimberlin, Joey gets it out to center ice. Cooper Wilder will set it back into the offensive zone. McGuire will leave it there for the defense. Liam Ryan at the half wall, near side boards. Raiders zone comes to the line. Held in. And it's dumped down low by the Ponies. Dumped down in by Matthew McGinley. Puck against the far side boards and out the center. Stillwater touches up. And, yep, they finally do, and they drive it in. Off the stick of McGuire. Puck in the near corner. 5:40 to go here in the second period. Raiders up 3-0. Lead pass, center ice. Coming back in the offensive zone is Joey Gimberlin. Gimberlin back behind the Pony net. Off in that far corner. Feeds the wing. Right out front. Deflected puck. Went off the skate there of Shane Bannock. Or correction, now Logan Huber. And Huber almost scored on his own goaltender. Went off his skate. But Jesse was quick enough to cover up, hold on, and get also. Suburban East Conference boys hockey here on TJSportsOnline.net. We have girls basketball for you next Wednesday. Boys basketball next Friday. And we'll have to see. We've got Stillwater girls hockey a week from Saturday. Puck out at center ice, turned back by the Raiders. And picked up there by Zach Bridges. Bridges on his off wing, splits the double team. Sends it into the Pony zone. Cleared back out and carried right back in by the Raiders. Everybody's on side. Ponies bring it around the far side boards. Over to hold the zone is Will Pope. Nope, he cannot. And it comes free to neutral ice. Set back into the Stillwater zone. They regroup, and here they come left to right. On a 3-on-3 from neutral, they'll drive it in to the Raiders zone under 5 minutes to go. First man in, Lucas Munson, in on the forecheck for Stillwater. But he gets double teamed. Taken away by the Raiders. Bridges clears the line. Held in momentarily by the Ponies and Alex Wells. Puck to center ice. There's Magnuson, the big defenseman, into the offensive zone. And it is deflected back to the point. There's a shot from right out front that trickled just wide. Opportunity there for Joey Buckingham for the Raiders. Puck against the near side boards from the Stillwater zone. There's Zach Bridges again. Goes up top. Shot by Magnuson, and that is blocked. The correction, that was Will Pope that took that shot. And the puck again back in the Raiders zone. The Ponies on Blake Donar for Stillwater trying to clear the zone again. Raiders doing a great job of forechecking tonight again. Hold the offensive zone from the point. Magnuson, high slot, feeds an open wing. Nobody there. Get into the puck first is Konzemius. Back behind the Pony net. Comes right out front. Whistle. And the net come loose. Yes, it did. The cage behind Brad came off the peg. 3:55 to go here in the period. Serving up great food and fun for over 3 decades as Plone's Neighborhood Restaurant, Snelling and Randolph in St. Paul. Long-time favorite gathering spot for Raider and Tommy fans alike. Thank you, Dan McQuillan, for his help in broadcasting Raider sports over the last 3-4 years. Off the face-off shot from the Poland. That is blocked shot taken by Hansa. Back in the near corner in the Stillwater zone. At the half wall near side board, a little out of our sight. And it's back behind Brown again. Out of the corner. The Raiders go up top. Hansa goes rink wide for Ryan. Ryan fires it down low and back off that back wall. Hansa gets to it first. Plays it back behind the Stillwater net. And the puck is free in the near corner. And cleared to the line. And now nice. And that'll be nice and call against Stillwater. No, they're going to wave it off. Okay. First person to the puck is Billy Hansa. Left there for the defense is Ryan. Cleans it off the boards and out to center ice. Back checking. What do we have? A hand pass? Yep, hand pass called against Stillwater in the offensive zone. JR Max family-owned grill on West 7th and St. Paul, offering a great food at great prices, fun atmosphere. Come and catch a game, meet some friends, make some new ones. Voted the best burger on West 7th. That's JR Max.
Face off to the left to Jesse Brown. Gimberlin on the draw. Looks like Joey got tossed out of the face-off signal. Nico Castro will step in. Castro wins that draw. Far side boards. And Stillwater sends it away to center. Right, here comes Josh Long. 2-on-1. Josh in and go. Fires, and it's wide. Looking for the rebound on the near side. It was Andrew Eichten. And the puck out at center. Back the other way. Here comes Michael Kramer into the zone. Feeds that far wing. Puts it out front. Back checking the Ponies. Break up that opportunity. And coming back is Eichten. Andrew into the zone. In on goal. Shot. Scoring! It is Joey Raleigh with a pass from Andrew Eichten. And the Ponies are on the board at the 14-17 mark. Joe Raleigh will pick up the goal, his first of the year, with an assist from Andrew Eichten. And we got a 3-1 hockey game with 2:43 to go here in the period. Let's see, 14-17 the time of that goal. Now 3-1. And off the face-up. Puck out at center ice and sent down into the Stillwater zone. Parker Wally, first man to the puck, but he gets taken off the puck by a double team. Puck comes free to center ice. Here comes Noah Tuss into the zone. Feed summary. And Nelson back behind the Raider net. Walks the goal line. Bad angle shot.
Number 2, Joe Raleigh.
His first of the year. And Blake Donner gets the second assist on that goal for the Ponies, and it's 3-1. Play inside the Raiders zone. And back behind the net. Ponies put it up top to the point for Cooper. Back to Parker. Shot, that is blocked. And picked up and carried back the other way by Konzemis. Konzemis' headman pass off the stick of Joey Buckingham. Stillwater in their own zone. They go right wing near side for Summery. Nelson drives it in, bouncing puck on goal. And George McGuire will cover up, hold on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Again, between periods, we'll take a look at other athletic schedules, and both the Stillwater and Cretin-Derham whole site will take a look also at some of the rankings here in the state of Minnesota, in both basketball and hockey. And off the draw, won by the Raiders. Running around the boards by Billy Hans, a right wing, and out to center ice. Back forward is Alex Wells in his zone. Plays up the left wing. Gleason on the intercept, back into the zone. And a delayed offside. Gleason has to go back. Gleason turns it, heads up ice. And into the zone, down the wing, around his man, left the puck behind. There's a shot. The trailer. A shot on goal by Nick Davison. As Gleason took the initial shot in the trailer, Nick Davison got a good opportunity on Jesse Brown. And JB made the save on that one. So a goal apiece here in the second period. It is 3-1. Ponies win the face-off off the boards. And out to center ice, knocked down by Billy Hansa. Played back down to the Raider zone. Ryan can't clear the zone. Liam has to go back behind his zone. Ryan shot there on the forecheck by the Ponies. Flipped high in the air and out to center ice. It could be a hand pass. No, they don't call it. Okay. Ponies with the puck in their own zone. And out to neutral ice. And into the offensive zone, there's Joe Raleigh for Andrew Eichten. Eichten gets spun around as we're down to a minute to go in the period. Raiders to clear and out to center ice. Nick Davison into the Stillwater zone. Cleared by Stillwater and out to center ice. Coming back at Joe Raleigh. Joe into the zone around his man. But then taken out on a good hip check. Raleigh back behind the net on that far wing from McGinley. McGinley up top to the point, held in by Michael Kramer. Correction, Wyatt Wasco, wrong number 22. Wasco with that puck momentarily. Held in. There's a shot on goal. Shot taken there by Cooper Wadley and a save by McGuire. High slot, swept away by Milage. And Grayson coming to center ice, clears the red line into the zone down the left wing. He fires, and that is deflected high in the air and back behind the Stillwater net. 3-4 person tap. Comes free, and Stillwater back the other way, 3-on-2. Wasco into the zone. Wyatt feeds it down low and didn't see the pass as Luke Hamp. And the Raiders clear the line as the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of 2 periods of play. They got a 2-goal hockey game. It is now 3-1 in favor of Cretin-Derham Hall. Looking for a new career in real estate? Contact Adam Nyberg, Branch Vice President with Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Coldwell Banker agents know the value of personal relationships, especially when finding a home. Again, call Adam at 651-329-5514. Or call Anita White in the office at 651-392-5481. Goals in that second period for Cretin-Derham Hall at 1:33. Getting his first goal of the year was Billy Hansa with an assist from Zach Bridges. A second assist went to Joe Buckingham. Ponies come back to make it a 2-goal hockey game at 14-17. Joe Raleigh with his first of the year. Andrew Eichen, pretty pass, got the assist. Second assist went to Blake Donar, the sophomore defenseman. That's where we stand. Check a puck now going on here at the arena. And let's see if we have any other updates. Check the scoreboard before we get to anything else here between periods. Try to get that computer. There we go. To reboot a little bit. And other scores around the metro area. Hill Murray and Wayzata 1-1 now in the second period. Minnetonka leading Blaine 7-1. Osseo leading Coon Rapids 4-2. That's a third period score. Rogers 5-1 on Cambridge SNA, second period. St. Thomas Academy 7, Hastings 1, second period score. Andover leading Maple Grove 2-0, second period. Blake and St. Louis Park, no score. Taking a look at some of the other events on the calendar. First of all, for Cretin-Derham Hall, mentioned the hockey team. They will host Park Cottage Grove on Saturday. The girls hockey team now 9-7-1 on the season, and their next game will be on Saturday the 13th. They will be at the Roseville Arena and home against Breck on the 16th. The Raider boys basketball team, they are hosting Stillwater, at Stillwater tonight. And then Friday the 19th, they'll be hosting Woodbury. We'll have that game for you here on TJSportsOnline.net. Tuesday the 23rd, the number one team in the state, the Raiders boys, will be at Roseville. The Raider girls basketball team. And their next action will be next Wednesday when they host Stillwater. And we'll have that game for you here on TJSportsOnline.net. Then the Raider girls go to Woodbury on the 19th. And the wrestling team for the Raiders, they'll be at Royalton for an invitational this weekend. Back home for a dual meet against Park Cottage Grove, and that'll be on the 18th. And that's the Raiders schedule. Now for Stillwater, again, the hockey team, their next action will be at Eastridge on Saturday, home to Matamidi on the 18th. Good Matamidi team. Jeff Poshel's team is very good. Saturday the 20th, they've got Mounsby at home. The Stillwater girls hockey team, and their next action, actually they're in action tonight at Edina. They have a 5-10-3 record. They host Matamidi on the 18th. Saturday, they'll be at Eastridge the 20th. We'll have that game for you here on TJSportsOnline.net. Boys basketball lost to White Bear Lake on Tuesday. Tomorrow night they will be hosting Moundsview. Then on the 16th, they host Cretin-Derham Hall. Saturday the 20th, they were at Moorhead, then at Forest Lake. We've got a couple of Pony basketball games later on the season. I believe we've got White Bear Lake and Forest Lake, and that's in late February. Stillwater boys basketball. Stillwater area girls basketball. Again, a win over White Bear Lake on Tuesday. And tomorrow night, they're at Monsview. They're at Cretin-Derham Hall next Wednesday. The broadcast right here on TJ Sports Online. And at the 20th, they will be at Princeton. The Pony wrestling team now 6-5 on the season. And the Ponies, they, of course, made it to the state tournament last year. And let's see, their next action will be win. Turn the page there, Witchy. And tonight they have a dual meet at home against Moundsview. And then they are hosting an invitational on Saturday with the likes of Cambridge SNA, Coon Rapids, Egan, Hudson, Little Falls, and Matamidi. At Forest Lake on the 18th, on the 19th at Eastridge, and then Thursday home against Cretin-Derham Hall. So up today down the sports calendars. Also on the Pony side of things, congratulations, the Nordic ski team for Stillwater. Both the boys and girls are ranked third in the state, having a very good year. And the Stillwater swimming and diving team They are ranked third in the state as well. This broadcast tonight also courtesy of DiGenio's fabulous Italian food on West 7th. Jason Cheetah and his staff do a great job. And that is DiGenio's helping to make possible our coverage of Raider sports throughout the season. Going to give you, what was I going to tell you what I was going to do for you? The rankings here in the state of Minnesota in boys hockey. And Minnetonka, number 1, St. Thomas Academy, number 2. Will feature Stillwater at St. Thomas Academy later on this season. Edina 3, then Duluth East, White Bear Lake, Holy Family, Centennial, Cretin-Derham, Hall, Moorhead at Eden Prairie. The Ponies and Eden Prairie coming up, I believe, on January 25th. And that'll be our next hockey broadcast for Stillwater Boys, EP, and the Ponies on the 25th at the Eden Prairie Community Center. In Class 1A boys hockey, the Hermantown Hawks, number 1. I mentioned Jeff Poshel's crew at Matabele. They are ranked number 2 in the state, followed by Greenway, East Grand Forks, Orono, St. Cloud Cathedral, Mount Westonka, Breck, Sartell, St. Stephen, and Delano. Girls hockey, the Blake Bears, they jumped up from Class 1A to Class 2A, and they're undefeated. The Blake Bears, number 1, followed by Centennial, Edina. The Stillwater Pony girls' opponent tonight. At Braemar, Hill Murray is 4th, and Andover 4th, Lake Blaine, Minnetonka, Maple Grove, and Brainerd, Little Falls. Class 1A girls hockey. Warroad ranked number 1, followed by the Prowlers of Thief River Falls, the Breck Mustangs, then Alexandria, Red Wing, East Grand Forks, South St. Paul, St. Paul United, Duluth Marshall, and Proctor Hermantown. 3-1 here at the end of 2 periods of play here from the Charles Schultz Arena. For Tom Ritchie, I'm Tom Witch, and we'll be back with third period action in just a few minutes.
right, I'm back. Tom Ritchie thought he was going to have to do play-by-play here the first few minutes of the third period. Here we go. It's a 3-1 hockey game with George McGuire defending the goal to our left. Jesse Brown, the goal to our right. And off the face-off, Ponies sent into the offensive zone, steered away by McGuire. Off in that far corner, Danny Magnuson clears the line net up, and a redirect right in front of the net. There by Noah Tussey, and was this wide. Raiders in their own zone, cleared the line. Cooper Wiley cannot hold it in. Back into his own zone is Logan Huber. Huber's pass broken up. Logan gets it back to Cooper Wiley and out to center ice. Back in the zone, coming down the wing is Munson with a shot. Luke's shot is blocked. And Munson out of the corner, comes out front, centering pass, and that hits traffic. Ponies with a bit of a jump in their step here in the early stages of the third period. Back out at center ice, coming back, and stood up at the blue line. Now the hit there was Nick Davison, and the Ponies sent it all the way back down inside the Raiders zone. First person in on the forecheck there for the Ponies was Luke Munson. CDH on the walk. Here comes Gleason. Matthew to center ice. He's got to go into the zone, down the left wing. Gets around Blake Donar, excuse me. Here's out front. There's a shot that's wide. Shot, good opportunity there on the wing. There by Liam Ryan. Raiders in their own zone. They're offside. Melange a little bit slow in getting out of the Stillwater zone. Cretin-Derham Hall offside at the Stillwater blue line. Roscoe, Roski, and Hemp for the Ponies. Castro, Gimberlin, and Kramer for the Raiders. And off the draw, there's Liam Ryan to send it in to the Pony zone. Raiders on the intercept. They go up top for Billy Hansa. Hansa with a shot wide. There's Huber. Logan up along the near side boards, the dasher boards, and coming to center ice. And the walk stood up on a check there is Ryan Roski. Loose into the Cretin-Derham Hall zone. Roscoe puts it back behind the Raider net. Comes free off into the near corner. At the half wall. Cleared to the line. Oh, it hops the hand there of Logan Huber. And Parker Wiley has to go back into his own zone. Wiley, lead pass way too far. And that'll be a nice and called against Stillwater. Stillwater in 7-4 on the season. And the Raiders 10-2-2 on the year. Face off to the right of Brown inside the Stillwater zone. Ponies win that draw. Cleared up along the boards by Ethan Darby and out to center ice. I haven't mentioned Ethan's name too much tonight. And the puck tipped into the Stillwater zone on a deflection. Back behind that is Cooper Waddy. Plays up the right wing boards. Eichton gets it to center. And coming back for the puck is Josh Long. Long's pass is broken up there by Konzemius, and he'll send it into the Stillwater zone at the half wall near side boards. Here's Long. Long to center ice for Cooper Waddy. Into the zone for Eichton Andrew. Has it taken away on the back check there by Shane Bennett. And the Raiders on the breakout coming to center ice. No, nice job. Held in by the Ponies and Joe Raleigh. Raleigh puts it out front. And a bouncing puck free to the line and out to center ice. 3-on-2 coming back. Bridges into the zone. Zach feeds the slot. There's a shot armed out of there by Jesse Brown. Another shot taken there off the wing by Joe Buckingham. And we have play whistle down. The net behind Jesse Brown comes loose. Jesse, Teddy Sagasur, the goaltending tandem for the Ponies. Teddy backstopped the Pony JB to a 3-1 win. And Gleason will take the draw against Evan tomorrow. Raiders hold the zone from the point. Will Pope fans on a shot cleared by Eichton out to center ice. And going back for the puck, Danny Magnuson into the zone for the Raiders. Plays it up the left wing boards and tipped into the Stillwater zone. Wells going back. Alex up along the near side boards for Spencer Scott. Scott plays up the line and out to neutral ice. Turned back by the Raiders against Stillwater. Has to go back. Alexander Wells in the near corner. Plays up along the far side boards for Blake Donar. Blake can't clear the zone. Raiders again holding it in. Gleason back behind the Pony net. Tries to put it out front. Hits the back of the net. Picked up and cleared, but not out. And it's loose in that slot again. There's Gleason. Almost had himself an opportunity. Here's a bad angle shot there by Melange, and Brown has to steer that one away. Gleason from center fails on a dump-in pass. The Raiders from their own end lead pass for Matthew Gleason a little bit too far. And that'll be a nice call against Cretin-Derham Hall. Just about 4 minutes gone here in the third period. Again, 3-1. Goals for Cretin-Derham Hall. Gleason, his 16th. Bridges, his 4th. And Billy Hansa, his first of the year. Lone goal for the Ponies. Joe Raleigh, his first of the year. Face off to the left of McGuire. And the draw. There's a shot and goal. McGuire with a save rebound. Another backhand shot. And McGuire with a pad save with that left pad. And the Raiders coming back to center ice. Hansa Billy into the zone. And he busts around a check by Logan Hubert. Back in the far corner of the Stillwater end. Tied up against that back wall. Hansa is pinned to the wall. We have a 4-man tap. They try to pop it free. Michael Kramer out there. 2 for the Raiders. Swung around the far side boards, and we got a player down back behind the play. We've got a Stillwater player down back behind the net. 12:36 to go here in the period. And slow and getting to his feet is Parker Watley. Parker was face down in the defensive zone. He got taken hard into that back wall. Trainer coming out to take a look at our senior defenseman. Happy to support Cretin-Derham Hall. Spores' Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul for over 35 years. The attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients. Visit their website, hitchcockfirm.com, or call 651-772-3401. The Hitchcock Law Firm on St. Paul's east side, not too far from Johnson High School. About, 3 blocks. Face off. Parker's back on the bench. Face up inside the Raiders. Zone run around the near side boards. Cooper Wiley will hold it in. Sends it down the wall. Played back behind the net by Spencer Scott. Puck in the far corner. Jumping in the forecheck of Noah Tessie. There's Joe Raleigh as well. As we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man tap to the line. Held in. Cooper Wiley down the right wing and off the stick of Tessie. In that far face-off circle, Noah gets it back. Plays it down low off in the corner for Raleigh. Joey tries to put it out front. Broke it up. Tessie again at the half wall far side. Into the slot. Noah turns and fires. And a pad save there by McGuire. And after the puck in the near corner, Munson goes up top for Cooper Wiley. On the wing for Tessie. Goes down low up on that wing. Back up to Noah. In the high slot, Cooper snaps one up. Stick save by McGuire. And where's the puck? Oh, it went in. Celebration time. The 6 came up. McGuire did not make the stick save. The Ponies have cut the lead to 3-2. Time of the school will be 5:16. Now Cooper took the initial shot from the point. But it was definitely tipped in on the way in. So whoever was standing down there near the crease will get credited for that goal. Let's see if we can get definite clarification from the PA announcer. As off the face-up from center ice. Got a 1-goal hockey game. 11 minutes to go. And the Raiders with a puck back to their own zone.
Scoring for the Ponies, number 6, Luke. By number 4, Cooper Wiley, 11:44 in the third period.
And I think they gave the goal to Cooper Wiley. And I didn't get any assists on that goal. There's Matthew Gleason with a shot. And a save by Jesse Brown. Puck back behind the Pony net. Gleason out there on the forecheck. Up along the near side boards. 11:10 to go in a 1-goal hockey game. Cleared the line and out the center by Wyatt Waska. And on the stick of Evan Tomorrow. Sends it into the Raiders. Preston Thielman back for the Raiders. Headman pass coming to center. And to neutralize coming back at Joey Gimberlin into the offensive zone. Gimberlin around his man behind the Pony net. Puts it out front. Steered away by Brown. Back in the corner for Robbie Klein. Goes to the point. Shot Brown with a save and a shot taken by Preston Thielman. And the puck out of center ice. Raiders regroup. Headman pass again. As Gimberlin overskates at the Pony blue line. Back into his own zone is Malash. Gives it there for the defense. Thielman broke it up. And coming in on goal, Josh Long. He got stood up on a check. Pass out front by Joe Raleigh. And Eichton gets spun around. And out of the corner is Raleigh. He goes down. And the Raiders send it to an open wing near side. And a nice break up there at the blue line by the Ponies and Ethan Darby. And I believe we've got
offside called against the Raiders at the Pawnee blue line. And the face-off outside the Pawnee blue line. Got clarification on that last Pawnee goal, by the way. Getting the goal was Luke Hamp, the sophomore. And for Luke, that is his 4th goal of the year. And Cooper got the assist on that goal. So it's a 3-2 hockey game with 10:06 to go. The puck out at center ice. Right down in front of us. Picked up and cleared. Down ice by Tussey, and the Raiders have to go back. McGuire leaves it there for the defense, and Magnuson. Magnuson gets double teamed and lost it near their near face-off circle. Taken away. Shot by McGinley. Wide of the goal. Puck from the line held in by Wells. Alex has a poke checked away. Raiders 2-on-1 if they hurry. Coming back into the offensive zone is Conzemius. Conzemius with a drop pass in the corner is Danny Magnuson. Magnuson, he gets hit from behind and lost it. And Ponies, we got a checking call, a cross-checking call against the Ponies as Magnuson got checked from behind. Time of the penalty is 7:38. And it'll be Cretin-Derham Hall on the power play. Noah Tussey, the 2-minute minor for cross-checking at 7:28. Face up inside the Stillwater zone. And Gleason gets it back to the point. There's Magnuson. Danny walks in from the near point. Magnuson plays it down low off in the corner for Gimberlin. Gimberlin at the half wall. Goes on the weak side. Shot there by Hansa. And that's deflected high up in the air over the glass into the netting behind the Stillwater net. Stillwater 3-1 in the junior varsity game. Getting goals for the Ponies. Cade Springer, the junior. Andrew Eichen, the junior. And Noah Slaybeck, sophomore. And the puck in that far corner inside the Stillwater zone. Picked up, cleared, but not out. Intercepted by Malash, a correction by Buckingham. And Brown has to make 1, 2, 3 saves. Still held in by the Raiders. And now we've got the net came loose behind Jesse Brown. Ponies tried to clear. And Buckingham on the intercept right out front. Got a backhand shot off Brown. Jesse quick to make the save. As the Raiders scrambling in front of the net, trying to separate themselves from the Ponies. Now 3-2 lead. Cleared the 9-minute mark of regulation. It's 3-2. And off the draw out of the line. It's held in. Dumped down low by Ryan. As against the near side boards. There's Malash with a shot. Glove save by Brown. Jesse chest high saves. And snapped that one out of the air. Eat up a few more seconds. Zach Bridges, who's got a goal. Ponies will win the draw. Logan Huber taken down on a double team on top of the puck. Comes free to line. Shot from the point. Pad save on a shot taken by Will Pope. From the other point in a shot that Brown has to make the save on a shot. Saved there by Magnuson. Right out front. As they sent it past Gleason to Malashi. Put it wide. From the point. Leon Ryan, high slide shot, goal! Leon Ryan from right out front may have been tipped in on the way in by Nico Castro, but a power play goal for the Raiders, their 13th of the season, and the power play goal coming at the 8:39 mark. If it is Castro, Nico would pick up his 8th goal of the year. And Ryan might get 1 assist. But a power play goal for the Raiders, and their 2-goal lead has been restored with 8:21 to go. Might be a second assist in that goal. And we'll wait for the scoring. But again, the 13th power play goal of the season for the Raiders. Back to 5-on-5. And another penalty has been handed out. Another 2 minutes put up on the clock against the Ponies. Raiders still on the power play. As the puck sent inside the Stillwater zone. Puck against the near side board.
Number 16, Nico Castro.
Castro with a goal is 8th.
Number 12, Leon Ryan. And number 6, Nolan Conzemius.
And Nolan Conzemius got 1 assist.
And the other assist went to Liam Ryan. And so it is 4-2. And don't know who got that last penalty for the Stillwater Ponies. But got it center ice. And Logan Huber getting a penalty for Stillwater. Raiders hold the zone shot. Stick save by Brown. Didn't know where the rebound went. Back behind the Pony net. Matthew Gleason at the half wall near sideboard. Goes up top for Magnuson. Back to Gleason. Down low in the corner. Centering pass. On that weak side missing. The tip in was Buckingham. And the Ponies cleared out to center ice. Raiders touch up into the zone. Gimberlin puts it out front. Gets a return pass. Shot wide by Nick Davison. On that far corner picked up by Stillwater and cleared down the ice. Just about 10 minutes gone here in the third period. It is now 4-2 in favor of the Raiders. Scored the first three. Then it was 3-1. Then 3-2. And now 4-2. Raiders left to right on the breakout. Bridges to center. Zach goes left wing. Gets it back on a tip. Bridges into the offensive zone. Plays it off the wall. Goes after it on the forecheck. And he's taken to the boards there by Cooper Waddy. But Bridges manages to hold on to the puck. Four-man tie in the corner. There's Nico Castro as well. Ponies to clear out to center ice on a race for the puck. And after it for the Ponies down the rush there is Matthew McGinley. McGinley in the near corner, but he gets double teamed. Now triple teamed in the far corner. And the Raiders take it away. Outman Matthew from center ice into the offensive zone. There is Malash. Grayson out front. Bridges shot. Hits traffic in front of Jesse Rod. And the Ponies clear it at the center ice. Too far for everybody. We're back to 5-on-5. That'll be an icing call. Icing call against the Raiders. It's broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net. Brought to you by Ray Hitchcock with United Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibility of home ownership, you want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock, 612-616-7569. Ray Hitchcock, also on the coaching staff of the Raider football team. Has himself a Super Bowl ring. Playing for, I believe it was the Giants. Please have a cross-checking call to be handed out at the 11:10 mark of this third period. And who's going off this time? And it looks like Parker's going to get another one. Parker Wiley, a 2-minute minor for cross-checking at the 11:10 mark. And the Raiders have their third power play opportunity of this third period. And there's Gleason to take the draw. Again, Joe Raleigh. And Joey wins the draw, gets it to the boards. Goes up top to the point for Magnuson. Puts it down low in the corner. Back up front. Shot by Magnuson. Saved by Brown. Deflected to the near side boards. Raiders hold it in. There's Gimberlin. Joey crisscrosses with his winger. And it comes free to the line. Magnuson goes high slot on the wing for Gleason. Goes down low in the corner for Gimberlin. Joey at the half wall for Gleason at the top of the circle. As Magnuson goes on the weak side, there's a shot off that left wing taken by Buckingham, and it's wide. From the point held in by the Raiders. Gleason then the high slot. Matthew sends it down low along the near side of the net. Puck in the corner. Raiders with 1:20 to go in the power play, just dangling it out there. Just dominating this power play. And Magnuson fires. Pat saved Brown. Rebound right out front. Shot again saved by Jesse. And the rebound cleared, but not up. As again, the Raiders hold it in. There's Magnuson walking the goal line. Puts it out front. Deflected puck. Side of the Pony goal. And off into the corner. There's Gleason again. Matthew Gleason goes up top of the point. Magnuson back to Gleason. Top of the face-off circle. High slot. Magnuson. Gleason. One-timer. Hits bodies. Comes up top to Magnuson. And we have a Pony going down on that shot. Taking the hard shot there, I believe, was Alex Mills. Our correction of that was Adam Isley. And the Ponies sent it all the way back down the ice. Isley on that penalty kill. He took that shot from Gleason right in the leg. 25 seconds to go in the Raider power play. 4:14 to go in a 4-2 hockey game. And from neutral ice, Ryan will send it into the Pony zone. Back behind Brown against that back wall. Taken away and cleared, but not up. Cooper Waddick goes along the near side boards. Held in from the point by Grayson Balash. And back behind the Pony net once again. There's Zach Bridges on the forecheck to hold the zone momentarily. And now poke free and out to center ice. Raiders go back as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here in the third period. 4-2. Cretin-Derham Hall looking for their 11th win of the year. And the puck out at center ice, back in the offensive zone. And through the skates of Noah Tussey, and Noah never touched it. I guess not. And it'll be a icing call against Stillwater. And the faceoff will come back down in the Stillwater zone with 3:32 to go. Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty, our corporate sponsor for tonight's broadcast. Adam Ryberg and his crew down there in the beautiful St. Croix River Valley. The Raiders win the draw. Puck in the high slot. Eichton sends it away behind Josh Long. Turned back by the Raiders. Carried on into the offensive zone. Oh, they're offside. Carried in by Cooper Waddy, and he caught one of his teammates offside at the Raider blue line. Again, our thanks, if we don't give it on our Ponies game, thanks to Jim O'Neill and Matt Dillman for their help in preparing for our broadcast, to Paul and the staff here at Charles Schultz Arena. Thanks to all of you for making possible. This will be our only Raider hockey broadcast of the season. We have 2 more Pony hockey broadcasts. Oh, we'd like to do some more Raider hockey. It all depends on the business community for that. We need some support. The Raiders back in their own zone. They're back for the puck as Shane Bennett cleared down ice into the Pony zone. Ethan Darby back behind his own net. Go drop pass off of that far corner for Joe Raleigh. Back to the near side boards. Josh Long tries to backhand it out of the zone. Lost it. Here's a centering pass right through the skates of Michael Kramer. And it's held in by Robbie Klein. Klein to the point for Thielman. Sends it down low, back behind the net. Gimberlin can't get to it. Then Joey chases it down. Gimberlin at the half wall. Sends it down to the corner for Michael Kramer. Kramer goes back up top to the point. Here's Thielman. Peter with a blast. And that is blocked by traffic in front of Jesse Brown. Raiders hold the zone again. They go weak side of the pass. A little bit too far for Shane Bennett. Shut off that wing. Brown with the save. Back in the near corner. The Stillwater zone comes free to center ice. Raiders back up. Got everybody on side. Peter Thielman into the zone. Puts the double team. Walks in on the backhand. Back behind the Pony net. Peter Thielman goes to the forehand. And then lost possession as it's taken away by Joe Raleigh. Raleigh from skate to stick trying to clear the zone. And it's held in. This time by Nick Davison. Walks the left wing out front. Centering pass from Melange. And Grayson Gann get to the puck. In the corner for Matthew Gleason. He spins away there from Josh Long. Gleason goes up top on Billy Hansa. Break wide for Ryan. Williams shot. Pad saved by Brown. Puck in the corner. Cleared to the line by the Ponies and Logan Huber. Puck in the slot. There's Gleason with a shot. Glove save by Brown. Oh, what a save by Jesse. Gleason point blank about 15 feet out. Snapped it off, and Jesse with a good quick glove hand to keep this score at 4-2 with just 1:25 to go. Again, the Raiders, they will be hosting Park Cottage Grove here on Saturday night. The Ponies will be on the road at East Ridge. And off the face up in the Stillwater zone. And it's held in by Matthew Gleason. Plays it down low back behind the Pony net. In the forecheck there is Grayson Melange. We have a 4-man type in the corner. Rung around the boards off in that far corner. And here's Blake Donar. Goes reverse on the near side breakout. Lead pass. Broke it up. Gleason high slot. Matthew feeds it to an open wing. Looking for Nick Davison. Davison in the corner gets double teamed by the Pony defense. Melange in the corner. Puts it out front for Davison. Davison tries to go out front on the centering pass. Instead goes into the half wall for Gleason in the corner. He returns to the wing. Puts it out front. And a slow bouncing puck. And Brown with a save. Gleason another 180. Goes up top. Shot there by Davison. And he puts that one up over the net. Up over the glass and into the netting. Boy, this Matthew Gleason, he is all that is advertised. Here's a D1 prospect in his future. He is really good. 35 seconds to go in this one. Cretin-Derham Hall on their way to their 11th win of the year. Ponies will lose their 5th game of the year. Face up outside the Pony zone. And they face up one by the Raiders. Dylan Ty on the wing.
Gonzalez into the zone for Buckingham. Joey double-teamed by the Ponies. Comes to the point. Shot wide of the goal, and a shot taken by Danny Magnuson. Puck against the near side boards in the Pony zone. Raiders holding fort here in the offensive zone. There's Zach Bridges. He's got to go from the point. Holds the offensive end. Walks it down the wall. Walks out front. Fires, and that's deflected up over the glass into the netting. Back behind the net. Suburban East Conference hockey here on TJSportsOnline.net. By the way, make sure you keep that address foremost on your computer as we feature Cretin-Derham Hall. 10 games. Stillwater, 10 games here during the winter sports season. Off the face-off, Ponies will skate it out as the horn will sound, and that's it. 4-2 is your final. As mentioned, the Raiders have now won 7 in a row and are 11-2-2. And they will be at home against Park Cottage Grove on Saturday. And the Ponies now 7-5 on the road at East Ridge, Park Cottage Grove Arena, Park Arena on a Saturday. Scoring for the Raiders in the first period, his 5th goal of the year, Zach Bridges with an assist from Nolan Kanzemius. And it was 2-0 at the 15:54 mark. Getting his 16th of the year was Matthew Gleason with an assist from Will Pope. Second period goal for the Raiders at 1:33. It was Billy Hansa getting his first of the year with an assist from Zach Bridges. Second assist from Joe Buckingham. Ponies would cut the lead to 3-1 at 14:17 in the second period. And Joe Raleigh got his first of the year with an assist from Andrew Eichen. Beautiful assist. And Blake Donar got the other assist. And it was 3-1. Then the Ponies in the third period made it 3-2 at 5:16. Getting his 4th of the year was Luke Camp with an assist from Cooper Waddy. But the Raiders would then pot a power play goal a few minutes later at the 8:39 mark. And getting his 8th goal of the year was Nico Castro with an assist, and the goal from Liam Ryan, and a second assist went to Nolan Kanzemius. And as I said, shots and goal are not up on the clock, and they don't give you the period wrap-up from the public address announcer over on the far side as well. So that is the story here tonight. And thanks to all of our Raiders sponsors, thanks to our Pony sponsors as well. Again, we ran down the credits for our post-game show again to the coaches and the staff. And thanks to all of you for watching and listening. Our next broadcast will be on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, the 17th, Stillwater at Cretin-Derham Hall, girls basketball here on TJSportsOnline.net. And then we've got Raider boys basketball on Friday. And then Stillwater girls hockey on Saturday, the 20th. Our next boys hockey broadcast will be coming up on the 25th at the Eden Prairie Community Center. Stillwater boys and the Eagles here on TJSportsOnline.net. For my partner, Tom Riching, I'm Tom Riching. Your final score here from the Charles Schultz Arena, Cretin-Derham Hall 4 and Stillwater 2. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again